Hello?
And no, let's start the debate, right?
Yeah, but don't talk over me. That is so people they can hear you and they can hear me. Do you promise that?
Let's make the rules, right?
No, no, no.
Okay, so there's a
Do you promise? You see, don't start, don't start. Hold on. Do you
okay,
promise
both
that
options,
you
right?
okay? Let us do
Yeah,
this. Is it okay for you if you talk to for 2 minutes and I talk for 2 minutes?
2 minutes, too less, 5 minutes at least,
No, no,
3 minutes,
no. We don't
four.
wanna. We don't wanna sleep. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Oh,
Okay,
it's equal, right? Equal, right? I mean, you speak 2 minutes. I 2 minutes only. What do you think?
okay, 2 minutes.
Hmm.
You make the point, I make my point, and where is a rebuttal. Okay, so
All
go
right.
for it now. So
Okay.
yeah.
It's you are the one who is scoring. So, and you
So
want to tell
what's
us
the
about
topic?
miracle
So
number 19? Go
what's
ahead.
the
I'm
topic?
listening. I'm listening.
Okay, so the topic of this discussion is
Hmm.
what is the truth, Islam or
No, no, we're
Christianity?
gonna talk about number
So
19 for now because yesterday you were flooding my head
this
about
is
number
proof.
19. Let us talk
This is
about
just
19.
proof, man. We just speaking about what's the truth. The basis of every
No
discussion
problem, but
is
you
that
said
which faith is
you
the
said you
truth,
want to
your
talk
faith
about
or my faith,
19.
right?
Aren't you?
19 is just proof. 19 is just evidence. We're
Yeah,
19
so start
in
with
it, of
19.
course,
No problem.
everything.
Start with 19.
But
Let
the
us finish 19. Start with 19. Go ahead. I'm
okay,
listening.
okay,
Hmm.
that's my evidence, right? 19.
Hmm.
Let's start with 19 first, right?
All right.
Math never lies, okay? If
What?
you look at the numerical miracles of the Quran,
Hmm.
like the Bismillah miracle,
Hmm.
it has 19 letters. The
Hmm.
numerical value is 786. You
Okay.
can check the Amjad values right on the table,
All right.
and it has 4 words.
Okay.
These are dividing by 19.
Hmm.
So math is never proven wrong unless you produce better scripture than it, right?
Hmm.
So these 4 words, Allah is a challenge in the Quran. Allah says, if you doubt this scripture, then bring one chapter like it, right? We cannot go further in this challenge if nobody can even bring one verse like it. So the first verse,
Hmm.
Bismillah Rahman Rahim, is full of numerical miracles.
Hmm.
So my challenge is, which Allah has challenged you, anyone whoever's listening this, just bring one verse like the Quran, like 19, and I will prove how 19 exists
Hmm.
in Bismillah, and nobody on mankind can prove it. Even the technology is not failing. Even Excel is failing.
Okay.
So the closest example was Bismillah, the evil, the scorcher. But that only equals to 19 6 times. While Bismillah Rahman Rahim, which was revealed 1400 years ago, that has 19 patterns of 10 times.
Hmm.
This beats the latest technology which we have today. So my challenge with anyone who's listening, that Allah has challenged you in the Quran. If you doubt this book, then just bring one verse, Bismillah Rahman Rahim.
Okay, done.
Right?
Okay,
Yeah.
I think your 2 minutes is over. All right. Now I will not
Yeah,
take
yeah.
two
Make your
minutes.
point, yeah.
I will not take 2 minutes. I will take 5 seconds. I want you to count for me the letters of number 19 or the 19
Hello?
letters. Hello? Do you hear me?
Hello?
What happened? Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Guys,
Hello?
am I heard, guys?
You
Why he
there,
cannot
bro?
hear me? Yeah, I'm here. Do you hear me or not? Let me call him back. Oh, guys, he will be spanked as never before. Okay,
Yeah.
do you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to
Did you
take
hear
two
my
minutes.
point though?
Yeah, yeah, I heard, I heard. I want to give you my time. Okay, the 2 minutes of mine, I will give it to you. I want you to count for me the 19 letters in
Hello?
Bismillah. What's wrong with this guy? Do you hear me or not? Hello? Hold on, hold on. Let me check the audio. Okay. Okay, do you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, good. Guys, am I heard from
Okay.
your side? Am I heard from your side?
Did you hear my point?
Just wait. We want to be sure everybody can hear us.
Okay.
Am I heard? Am I heard from your side, guys? All right, wonderful. Yeah, I heard your point. So my question for you: you said that in chapter, the first verse and first chapter, if we count the letters, they are going to be number 19. Can you calculate it for them for me? And I'm listening. I will give you my time. Go ahead. Count for me the letters.
Okay. So which verse, the Bismillah Rahman Rahim verse? Like the
Yes,
main verse is okay,
yes.
so
Hmm.
Okay, good. So whenever I make this point, I make it relative to the challenge of Allah. Okay,
Hmm.
so I'll count the first verse because there are 110 chapters.
Hmm.
In 113 chapter, this verse Bismillah Rahman Rahim comes, right? Now to count this, I'll simply show a demonstration by voice. So
Hmm.
you can just Bismillah 19 miracle.
Hmm.
So Bismillah has 19 letters and the numerical value, which is the Amjad values when we calculate like ba, sin, meme,
Hmm.
it equals to 102.
No,
Alif,
calculate the. So
lam,
you say
lam, he.
I gave you my time, but you are not answering my question. I said
You're saying give me a
calculate the number
yes,
19
I
because
am.
this is
I'm
okay.
telling the audience the basis for right.
No,
So
over.
when we add the Amjad values,
Mm-hmm.
it equals 786. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and the total words are four words,
Mm.
and there are 19 letters. Now put 4 19 70 786
This is not a
and
question.
divided by 19.
This is
It
not a.
comes flush. Now
This is not a
when we
question.
do
This is not a
God
question.
gracious merciful
My friend,
66.
I gave you time, my time. You are not answering.
What's your question? You're asking me.
I
Give me
said, show me the 19 letters in the first chapter, the first verse in the Quran. Show me the 19
okay
letters.
nine. Okay, 19. Show you the 19 letters. All
Mm-hmm.
right, I'll show you the letters.
Mm-hmm.
19 letters are
Mm.
Ba, Sin, Meme, Alif, Lam, Lam, He, Alif, Lam, Re, He, Meme, Noon, Alif, Lam, Re, He, Ya, Meme. These are
Okay.
the 19 letters, right?
Okay, you missed two letters.
Which ones?
The
I
one
s-
here, Bism. There is nothing in the Quran. It's called Bism. It is Bism.
Okay, now, okay, who makes what is right and wrong in Arabic? Allah or the humans? Give
Right.
me.
Okay. Allah.
Okay,
Allah. He speak perfect
if
Arabic.
Allah makes it,
Oh,
19 corrects the Arabic, right?
so let me let
19,
okay, hold on. You see,
no,
we agree that me
19
and you will talk, right? Okay,
corrects Arabic.
hold on.
There's Alif
You
there.
see
It's
why you did not
Basim.
count for me this letter and this letter here in Ar
Because
Rahman. Ar Rahman, Ar Rahman. Why you did not count Ar
Quran
Rahman?
has
Do you see it? It's in
letters.
front of you, it's in the screen. Ar Rahman, there's a letter there, there's Alif. Why you did not count it?
Yes, Al Rahman is
Yeah,
Alif, Lam, Re, He, Mim, Nun.
how many letters Ar Rahman is?
Six letters.
One, two,
Yo,
three,
you said
four,
2 minutes,
five,
right?
six, seven. I don't see
Okay,
six. Where
make
is
your
the
point.
six?
Yeah,
There is
make your
seven.
point.
There is seven letters in Rahman. There is seven letters. Don't you see the letter A? Don't you see this letter here in the top of the word? I'm showing you the screen. You see, this is your
Make
Quran.
two
This is your
minutes.
Quran written by you Muslims. In the top
Make
of the screen, there is an alif. Do you see the alif?
mm,
Do you see the alif? Let me point my arrow so you can see it. All right, hold on. Let me give you an arrow. Do you see this letter here? There's an alif. Why you did not count it? Oh, sorry, guys. The screen is not showing. All right, here we go. Do you see this alif in the top of the word Ar-Rahman? You said Ar-Rahman is 6 letters. That's not true. There is an alif here. It's showing in front of you in the screen. Why you did not count it?
okay, okay. Are your 2 minutes done?
I'm
You
asking
said
you. Talk.
two.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Now, let me finish 2 minutes without an introduction, right? Because these are the manners of the discussion. When someone's making his point,
My
you let
friend,
him finish.
it's my two
And then
minute, and I'm asking you now. Okay, go ahead. Tell me why you did not count the alif. Why you did not
yeah,
count it?
people will nick on the comment sections that I'm speaking over you.
No
That's
problem.
nonsense, right?
Go
So
ahead.
let me
Go ahead. Go ahead. Just stop crying. Go ahead.
wait. Listen.
Mm.
Listening, speaking is different, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Rahman, you're saying there's 7 letters. Okay, I'll show you. If we go on Google, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a modern Arabic and there's a classic. There's a modern Arabic and
Mm-hmm.
there's another type of Arabic, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Arabic that you go on Google and you
Uh-huh.
see the Arabic there, that's what is edited by Allah. Because 19, the Arabic which we read on Google, like everybody can Google it, they
Mm-hmm.
will find 6 letters.
Where
Alif,
we can
Lam,
find that?
Mim.
Where we can find? Show me.
These are the 6 letters. If we go on
Where where
Google,
where where where?
okay, just Google Bismillah Rahman Rahim.
Yeah.
Rahman has 6 letters, right? Bis has 3 letters. So Allah fixes this because it's
Allah fixes. What do you mean he fixes?
This
It's there. It's in
because
front of
Allah
you. It's in front of you. There's an alif in front of you. There's an alif. Why Allah making 7? You said it is 6.
teach. Are you going against your own word now, right? You said it's 2 minutes.
You finish your 2 minutes. This is let me start the counter. Hold on. Let me show everybody that your minute is finished. Listen. Here we go. Let me start the minute counter. Here we go. Okay. Well, listen. I will give you 2 extra minutes. I will give you 2 extra minutes from me as a gift. Now, tell me, is the alif appearing there? Is the alif appearing there?
Make your 2 minutes. Speak up, man.
It's in the front of
like
you.
If you interject,
it's in the front of you. Answer. Is the alif appearing there in the Quran? It's appearing. So what do you mean Allah fix it? It is there.
Okay. Bismillah Rahman Rahim there's another type of Bismillah Rahman Rahim which has a 19 vehicle and which is Rahman has six letters.
Where are they? Show me. Count them for me. There's an alif. Don't you see it? Are you blind?
Alif. Listen, right? Are you deaf then? Listen. Alif, Lam, Re, Ha, Mim, Noon. These are 6 letters. Alif, Lam, Re, Ha, Mim, Noon. There's 6 letters.
Do you see it? I'm showing it to you. There's an alif in the screen in front of me. What I would do with it? I would delete it.
I'm not looking at your screen. We're just speaking here. We're just using.
No, look at the screen. There's an alif in the Quran. The Quran is written today. The Quran the Muslims have today. It says Ar-Rahman. There's an alif. It's in the front of me. What I will do with it?
Okay. In what value is the alif? In what value is it?
What do you mean value? It is alif. Why you don't count the alif? There's a letter there is missing. Why you did not count it? You are saying to me that this sentence have 19 letters. It is a lie. There is a front of me. There's a letter. It's called alif. It's in the front of me. A. Why you did not count it?
Counted. Listen if you can hear, right? Alif, Lam, Re, He, Mim, Noon. These are the 6 letters.
Where is the alif? After meme, where is the alif? Do you see it?
To which meme you speaking
Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahman. You are the one who said this is 6 letters, correct?
6 letters, yes.
Okay, let me count me and you together. Watch with me in the screen, please.
Okay, count.
Okay, this is the first letter, alif.
Listen, it's alif.
This is the second letter, al. Hold on.
This equals to 6 letters.
Count with me. This is the second letter. This is ra. This is ha. This is ma. This is alif. This is noon. How many letters is the total?
There's alif, lam, re, ha, mim, noon. 6 letters.
There is alif in the front of me. I see it in the front of me in the screen. What I will do with it? Are you crazy or what? Do you see it?
If you
okay, I want you to do this. I want you to do this. What about you open?
6 letters.
I want you to copy. I want you to copy a word Ar-Rahman picture. Listen. I want you to give me a Rahman picture from your screen and snapshot and give it to me. I will play it for everybody in the screen so everybody will see what you are reading. Can you do that? Can you do that? Can you do that, please? Can you do that?
By showing this numerical miracle.
Can you do that? Can you do that? Don't jump. You are a liar. It is not 6 letters. And not only this, what about the letter in BSM? Let me ask you, the word BSM, does it have alif or not?
Yeah, produce a verse. You won't listen.
Don't change the topic. Don't change the topic. I produced a verse for you yesterday. You said you don't like it, but it was Quran. You said this is not Quran. You said you don't accept it. I gave you Quran. You did not accept it. You are stupid. Now don't change the topic. Where is the 19 letters? You are a liar, the same as all the Abdul.
Letters. There's 6 letters. If
why you are not counting Ar-Rahman? Alif, it's in front of me. Count it for me. Are you blind? Are you blind? Are you blind? Okay. Hold on. I want you to look at the screen and tell me what is this in the screen. Can you do that?
Arabic.
Can you do that? Can you do that, Abdul? Can you do the following? Can you look with me in the screen, please? Please, we don't want a screen. And tell me what is that here? What is that letter here? Can you read it for me?
Where are the 2 minutes?
Go take. I will give you 5 minutes. Can you read for me that letter?
It's a fallacy. That's what Jesus.
Can you give me? Can you give me the letter there? Can you read it for me? Do you know Arabic? Do you know even Arabic, you idiot? You don't know even Arabic.
For you. That's why you.
So why you are not reading the letter for me?
Jesus was cursed for you, nah.
Jesus, he made fun of your prophet. He said, don't follow false prophet who ask for wages like your prophet who said, don't come to my clinic unless you pay me. Don't change the topic, Abdul. You are a follower of a child molester and you are getting busted. This is why you want to change the topic. Answer me, why you are not reading this letter? This letter is what in the Quran? Is that an extra letter?
Every
Did Allah
your mom
did
saw,
Allah
right?
make a mistake, Abdul? Did Allah make a mistake by adding this letter? Did He add a letter by mistake?
I said 2 minutes, right? You
Okay,
said two
okay,
minutes.
read it for me. Read it.
Can't sound words, yeah.
No problem. 10 minutes. Read it for me.
Okay,
Hmm.
okay, read it, right? Let me finish. I don't interject, because if you interject, this proves Jesus is cursed for you, right? Okay,
Abdul,
so
don't make
when we,
me don't make me insult your prophet. Don't.
when we read, you
Okay.
can't, because nothing is cursed in Islam.
No, your
Everything
prophet
is
is
cursed.
cursed. The Quran says if Muhammad invented Quran, Allah will cut his artery, and then the hadith says Muhammad he cut his aorta.
It's not
Do you want to
cursed.
show you? Don't change the topic. Now
How's
answer.
this cursed?
Read
Let
for
me
me,
finish.
Abdul, son of Muta. Read for me
Yeah,
that letter. What is that letter in the screen? What is that?
finish.
What
So
is that letter in that screen? Read.
I'm not reading your screen, yeah.
Why you
I don't
don't?
care.
Why you don't want to read on the screen? I want you to read on the screen. This is your
I
Islamic website.
I'm
This is the Deen Show website. This is the letter there. It's a. Is that an alif or not?
on my phone, yeah. So I can read your screen. So
You
when
can.
we go
You
to
can. I don't care. I don't care. Then you switch to computer and call me. This is not an
2 minutes,
excuse. We are here to
2 minutes,
get your prophet busted. His ass is going to get red today. Not your ass. You don't have an ass. Your prophet have an ass, and he's my
so the
target. Read for me the letter there. Is that an extra letter or this is a real letter?
point, yeah. You are interjecting me because Jesus said he
Read,
was cursed
read,
for
coward, coward. Why you don't want to read then? Don't give me an excuse that you are using the phone. This is not an excuse. You are calling me to debate me or to say to me I'm using the phone.
you. I cannot view YouTube, right? 2 minutes.
Why
Let me
you
finish.
cannot? No problem. Here we go. I will give you a snapshot. Here we go. Hold on. Abdul, coward potato. Let me get you busted. This letter, I will give you a snapshot in your Skype. Here we go. Open it in your Skype. Potato. Listen. No, you cannot escape. Blah 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 blah. You know, you can eat curry as much you want. I love curry. I love Indian people, but you are a potato. Read for me. Here we go. I'm sending you the picture. Here we go. It's in your
Make your point.
Skype. Guys, everybody look with me. Is that in his Skype? Is that in his Skype? Yes, it is. I just
Okay.
gave it to you. Read it.
Thank you, Lord. Finally, you showed me something, right?
All right. What is that letter there? What is that letter there?
If someone has a sane mind, if someone is sane, he can count that alif, lam, re, ha, mim, noon. These are 6 letters if you know how to count, right?
We did
These
count
are
already. You did not
let me
count. You did not
let
count the one I have the arrow in it. What is that one? You see the arrow?
what are you afraid of?
Do you see the arrow or not? What is that letter there? Read it for me.
2 minutes, you said. It's now 40 seconds.
Don't waste my time. Give me what is that arrow?
Yes, exactly. You asked me a question. Let me answer you, right? Man, alif, lam, re, ha, mim, noon, ar-Rahman. Al-Rahman.
Man, yeah. So
Needed. That's common sense. There's nothing else needed.
so what is that there?
This has 6 letters. Now,
What
when
is
we
that there?
put value, right?
Abdul, what's wrong with you? You see, give me 2 minutes, but you will not read. What is this? My question is very simple. That where I'm pointing the arrow. Do you see the arrow? What is that letter there? Can you read for me that letter?
Nobody can ever produce something like this.
Don't Abdul, don't change the topic. Produce. No, we produce Pepsi Cola, you drink it. We produce cars, we drink it. Your God cannot produce anything. Now tell me what is that letter? Don't change the topic.
I will let you make your 2 points.
What is that letter? No, I don't want you to make tons of points. Tell me that letter there is that. What is that letter? Read it for me.
2 points.
What is that letter? Are you
Make
thinking?
your point, right?
Are you
Make
thinking? Are you thinking? What is that letter?
Make your 2 minutes point.
What is that letter? I don't want 2 minutes. I want you to tell me what is that letter in the screen.
Okay, without interjecting me with the manners of a discussion.
Tell me what is that letter in the screen.
Prove that Jesus was a
What
curse
is
for
that
you.
letter in the screen, you idiot?
Saying alif lam re ha mim noon. That letter Allah edits. He makes 19 the
What
common
letter
sense
Allah
language.
edit? I'm asking you the letter in the screen. What is that? Read for me. What is
It's
that?
just
What is that in the screen? What is that letter in the screen?
Okay, wait. You put this again. I'll show you one more. Bismillah. Okay, 1 second. I'll show you one more. And this does not have any letter like that.
Abdul, it's in the front of me. Everybody see it. I made a copy from the Quran in front of you. You are a liar. You are a donkey. Here we go. This is the official Islamic website. What do you mean there's no letter like that? I am not fabricating. Here we go. This is the letter in the front of everybody. People are laughing at you. People are dying from laughing. Do you see it? What do you
That's
mean
with
there is no such a letter like that?
accurate than what a man does with 19.
What do
If
you mean there is no such a letter like that, you donkey? It's in the front of you.
there are two classicals, right? I'll show
Don't
you
tell
one
me
more.
classical. This is the Quran. The Quran, I don't care how people write it. The Quran in front of you. There's a letter there. What we would do with it? We would throw it in the garbage?
Yes,
Guys, this
yes,
guy, he want to throw the Quran in the garbage. He said, yes, we throw what the Quran is in the garbage. Thank you. If Allah, he wrote it this way, it's mean Allah is wrong. The one who made the miracle number 19 is right. Allah wrong. Why Allah added the letter there, but you Muslim don't want it?
okay, where's this letter here? This which I've shown you is the correct Arabic which Allah Himself edited. Read that now. Look at that.
What self-edited, you idiot? It's in the Quran in front of us. Do you see the letter Alif?
That's the correct editation of the
Do you
Quran.
see
When
the
I've
do you
shown
see the word Alif? Do you see it or you don't?
you editation,
What
so
editation? What editation, Abdul? What editation? Are you stupid or what? It's in the
when you
front of you.
some
Who is the one who add the letter Alif there? You or me or Allah?
once again, this makes no sense at all. There are two types, right? I've
Two
shown you
type of
mine.
what? Are you to
Once
counting
again,
the verse in the front of me, you idiot? This is the verse
once
in
again,
the front of us. Don't tell me about type. What type? Do you have type C and charger? Are you talking
right?
about what type? We are talking about the
Sure,
verse in the front of us. You said you want to count this verse for us, and the verse in the front of us have letter
two
for
points.
BSM, have letter for
That this
Abdul,
regime
Abdul, Abdul,
acts
Abdul. You being cooked
very
and you being served, and everybody is laughing at you. You are stupid like your prophet. Here,
to
BSM,
according to you.
BSM here, there's an alif, you idiot. The Muslim scholar, they say they took it off because it's easier to read because they repeat it always. Here, there's a letter Ar-Rahman, you idiot. And you
No, no,
Muslims are donkeys. And let me show you more letters. Do you
if
not see Ar-Rahman here? Ar-Rahman here, there's
two
two raw. There's two raw, not
I
only one.
an
This is why
extra
we
alif.
have Shadda. Shut up, you
This
idiot, stupid donkey, son of Muta. You don't want to read,
the
right? I gave you
here
the picture. You don't want to read it. I
yeah,
gave you the
I've
picture.
shown
You don't want to read it, right?
6 letters.
Abdul,
Ar-Rahim
Abdul,
has 6 letters.
Abdul,
This
Abdul. Why you don't want? Why you don't want to read what I gave you?
what does alif mean? Alif
What is the problem with
ah,
you? Why you don't
this
want to?
alif.
Why you
Alif
don't want to read it? Why you don't want to
sense.
read it? Huh?
Extra E to your name. Answer me. Would you add an extra E to your name? Answer
Abdul,
me.
Abdul. What the
Answer
one
me.
you gave me? The one you gave me? The one you gave me, Abdul. This is not
Guys,
an accurate
Shabir,
writing, you idiot, stupid.
here.
The
Would you
Quran in the
would
front of you.
you
The Quran in the
to add
front of you, Abdul. Abdul, you are a donkey like your prophet. The prophet who said when you hear a donkey, that's mean he saw an angel, but yet he could not recognize the angel from a shaitan, which means donkey is more qualified than your prophet. And this you Muslims is the same case. Look with me. What you gave me here, is that a Quran?
أنزلنا على عبده
Okay,
فاطلب
listen. I want you to tell me, is this website
به.
in the front of us is approved by you, searchtruth.com, or not?
You will never be able to. Then
If we
fear the fire of hell.
Abdul, son of Muta, if we go right now to the Quran, which you Muslims have in the Islamic government website of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, do you accept that?
Rahman Rahim.
Do you
You
accept that? Do you accept that? Do you
then
accept that, Abdul?
that's not bullshit.
Abdul, because
Man.
no, we need to make an agreement, Abdul, son of Muta. I made you a joke already. You said already we throw it in the garbage. Everybody heard you. Everybody heard you. Listen carefully. Here we go.
Yeah,
This
you're
is
saying
the official government website of the King of Jordan.
answer me.
Is this
Would
Quran here? Is it corrupt or not? Yes or no?
ask you?
Is
Would you add an extra U to Abdul?
is that Quran accepted or not? Do you
Would you
see
add
it?
an extra
Do you see
Abdul?
it or not? Do you see it or not?
I'm
So
asking
simply, guys, get lost, get lost. You are just a
you.
kid. You are just a
Common
kid. Just get lost, get lost,
Rahman name is common sense.
get lost.
Not nobody
Don't
on man.
just get lost. I'm not going to waste my time. The word in the front of us is so clear. Secondly, get lost, you donkey. I have no time for kids. I have no time for kids. He just said and he admitted that the Quran is garbage. Garbage. I mean, how a Muslim he would say that Quran is garbage, and he claimed to be a Muslim. We told him what we would do with this word now in the Quran. We would do it with. He said you throw it in the garbage. He said yes. And let me show you how stupid those Abdul. Do you see how the word bism here? Do you see it? Let me show you the opinion of the Muslim scholars. Question: why the alif is disappear from the word Bismillah? the alif. The answer of the scholar, fatwa number 5507. Listen, donkey, when you speak, we are scholars, we are not donkey like you. You are just a kid, copy paste. You don't even speak Arabic. Alhamdulillah wassalatu wassalami ala Rasulullah. They have to salute Muhammad and kiss his shoes and his ass before they start talking. The Qurtubi, he said in his interpretation that of the wisdom of deleting the alif from the word bi'ism. You see, guys, they deleted the alif. Who is the one who deleted? It is the Muslims. Why? It says Bismillah. It's written without the alif because we did not want to use it. Because we use it a lot, which means because it's making the reading, the recitation is harder. Bi'ism. So what they do for the music purpose, they say bism. So the correct way, it is bi'ism. And then he says بخلاف قوله اقرأ باسم ربك اقرأ باسم ربك. If we go in the Quran right now, we will find this. You see, the first Muhammad verse he was receiving from his God is not Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, you idiot. Is اقرأ باسم ربك. Let us see what that means and how that will come. Is it with alif or without alif? We will see it is with alif. So the Muslims, they did delete words, delete letters from that calculation. Read with me carefully. Oh, we need to switch to Arabic. Let us zoom out. All right. And we will go, I will go to the end of the Quran because this is at the end of the Quran actually, you know, chapter 96 verse number 1. This is the first verse Muhammad received. What we will read here, guys, do you see the word bism with alif? Do you see the alif? The Muslims, they changed the writing of the Quran and they deleted this letter in the first chapter. And the scholar in the website we showed you, he's answering why this letter is deleted. He said because of the many repeating, because Muslim, they have to start every prayer with bi'ism. Allah, he gave Muhammad the Quran with alif. Muslims, they took it off. Why? Because they are corrupting the Quran. And the scholar, he says that this is what happened because it is repeated too much, it is deleted. So here we have a letter which is A, is taken from the word bism. I wish I can play for you the video of what is named Nu'man Khan. Nu'man Khan, as an example, when he speak about the word Ar-Rahman. Let me show you how many letters are missing from the calculation of Muslims. Not only bi'ism, not only Ar-Rahman, as we showed you here in this letter. No, not only that. You see, in Arabic, we have something it's called shadda. Shadda, who of you took my Arabic class? Shadda, it is a letter repeated twice. If you watch Nu'man Khan, and you can go right now, and he is showing you the amazing language of the Quran, and you will find how many times this guy in his video, in his graphic, he mentioned to you that Ar-Rahman, A-L, Ra, Ra. Why it is Ra, Ra? Because here there's something, it's called Shadda. Let me zoom in so you guys can see better. Do you see here in the top of the letter? This thing in Arabic, we call it Shadda. Let me write it here bigger so you can see what is that. When you see something like this in the top of a letter in Arabic, it means this letter is double. It is double. It's not one. Which means here the letter Ra, this one, I will make it in red. It is double. Same here in the letter of L. La. Here there's a Shadda. That is double. So here let us count just the Shadda only. What we'll do, that will add 2 letters here or extra letter here. That will make it 2 letters here. And that will make it 2 letters here because the Shadda is exist in 3 locations in the sentence. Here we add the letter Alif. And here the letter Alif is already appear. Ar-Rahman, it's in front of us. I do not need to add it. It's here. You see it? It's just written in a graphical decoration way, but the word Rahman is there. And the Quran used the word Bism with the letter A all over, as we showed you. Was Allah wrong when he wrote the word Bism in different place with Alif? The fact Allah never wrote any of this, all of us, we knew that the Muslims wrote. Muhammad, he never received any written thing. So look how many mistakes in the false calculation the Muslims they have in purpose. Don't tell me that the Muslims who speak Arabic do not know those things which I just said. Don't tell me you do not know that Shadda repeat the letter twice. Don't tell me that you do not know that the letter here is Ar-Rahman. You cannot delete it and you cannot get rid of it. You cannot tell me that you do not know here there is letter Alif, and you do not know that this letter here repeat itself twice because of the Shadda. Same as here. Same as here. So what we find here, let us count how many letters the Muslim did not count in their false calculation. Alif is letter 1. Al-Rahman is the La repeated twice, they count only once, that's mean another letter. Al-Rahman again, sorry, Allah here, Al twice, one letter is missing. Here Al-Rahman twice, which means the letter Ra is missing from the counting, that's one. Then here the Alif is not counted. And here Al-Rahman again, one letter is not counted. So what the Muslims did, instead of coming with the false fiction calculation of number 19, if they count with honesty, this is what will happen. We will find that 19 plus 5, sorry, not this is not the plus, plus 5, that will make it 14 letters, and that will destroy all their stupid false miracle. Sorry, 24. So anyway, this is how stupid the Muslims when they come with this miracle. It's very easy to destroy because all the rest of the calculation is based on this. All what they have is based on this, and it's gone. It's a fiction. It's a lie. And this is why Christian Prince, nobody dare to debate him. I challenge this coward Shabir Ali, who spoke in his TV program about the miracle of 19, to make a video at least and count for us the 57, the verse we spoke about, the 57. He said it's 57 words. I challenge him to do the same as I do. But sometimes you feel like you are talking to no one. You are talking to yourself. Yes, well.
Yeah, that's an interesting part. He actually rejected the Alif and the Rahman. Without the Alif, you can't even pronounce the word.
Yeah, you see all the in front of me. I'm showing you in the screen.
Yeah,
it's showing the Ar-Rahman. You know, let me show you. All right. When you write the name of Abdul Rahman, do you see Abdul Rahman? This is the name. The guy, his name is Abdul Rahman.
Yeah, that's how you write it with the big.
Right away, you will see the Alif. Right away.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, everybody, this is not a secret. We are not making science here. This is some you know, simple Arabic. You do not need to be a genius, and you will find out that this is how the word is written.
Yeah.
I challenge anyone, any Muslim, to show me one name of Ar-Rahman written without the Alif. Not even once. That was even in the Quran. We are showing it with Alif. But what they did, they made it in a graphical way to make it like decorated way. But all of it, it is with Alif. Because Ar-Rahman simply is written with Alif. All right?
Yeah.
Even if you go and you read it how the Muslim they write it in English, Al-Rahman, Al-Rahman, you see the Alif after that? Why you are Muslims putting Alif if there's no Alif? Simply there's an Alif.
Yeah, that's right.
You know. So it's not only like, you know, the word Ar-Rahman enough to destroy all their calculation. The word Bism is enough to destroy all calculation. Everything
I have
they come with.
Question, CP, if you can help me with that.
Yeah.
It's chapter 2, verse number 173. Inna ma harama alaykum. The word haram has alif missing.
Well, you know, some حرم عليكم. This is حرم, not haram.
Yeah.
Yeah, حرم is different from haram. It's coming from the same source, but it's like an is different way to say the same word. It is not wrong. It's not wrong. Yeah, it's fine. That's not a mistake.
Yeah, yeah, that's all I was asking. Basically, there is a problem with the vowels in the Quran. They do use the vowels to alter the meaning sometimes.
Yeah, but you know, for us, we say what when it's wrong, we say it's wrong. There's in Arabic, there's nothing is called bism. It is always be ism, and this is why in the Quran, if we search right now the word bism, we will find it only appear when the Muslims are doing this recitation for this verse. The reason for that, the Muslim explain in their own website, for it is easier for because we repeat it a lot. All right.
Yeah.
If we take this and we translate exactly in Google Translation, let us search for Google Translation. Let us go and open Google Translation. Google Translation. All right. This is Google Translation. I'm going to copy and paste exactly the text as it is. This is the text. Copy. Copy. Then paste. All right. Now, for sure, the translation is not too much accurate. Yeah. Here, they are saying that the letter Aleph, the reason it was not deleted for the lack of use, which means if the word is not used too much in the Quran, we are talking about the word bi'ism. The word which is not used too much in the Quran, it was not deleted, the letter Aleph, because of the lack of use. So because that word in the front of the name of Allah, Muslim, they have to repeat it all day long, then they had to delete it to make it easier to read. You see, they are not saying Allah is the one who made it this way. This is what the Muslims did. You see here,
Yeah. And one
Yahya
verse
ibn
I have.
Tabab said, don't,
Yeah.
it's not deleted them except when it is in the front of the name of Allah only because of their a lot of use. Google translation not too much accurate, but it's clear, right? So because a
Yeah.
lot of use, the Muslims decided that Allah says to the Muslims, oh, delete it because of lot of use, or this is the opinion of the Muslims? Did Allah give them a verse in the Quran says, don't use it, don't delete it, this is the correct way? No, but because a lot of use, Muslim they keep using Bismillah. So in order to be saying bi-ism, which is hard to recite and to sing the Quran, because remember the Muslim they sing the Quran. So when they sing it, if they want to say bi-ism, it's not good. So bism, you know, so to make the song nicer, they deleted letters from the Quran. So, and this is the opinion of the Muslim. This is not my this is not me saying that. You can go right now and check this fatwa, and this is the fatwa number 505507. And this is the official, your Islamic official website, Islam Web Fatwa. You see in the top it says Fatwa.
Yeah. I mean, that's a bit funny. CP, I've got just one more question for you. That's regarding chapter 31, verse number 6. وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مِنْ يَشْتَرِي لَهُوَ الْحَدِيثِ. What does it mean, lahu al hadith, since there's no honest translation for this verse?
Well, the word lahu can come with many meaning. One of them is a women. You know, like Allah, He said in the Quran, if we want to have fun, to have sex, then we will take lahu from our kind, and He meant by that a women from our kind. However, in the verse you quote for us, it is about you know, like music, songs. So those, like here, if you read here with me, وما الحياة إلا الدنيا إلا لعب ولهو, which mean life is nothing but women and fun and to entertainment. Uh, so what here he's saying, those who do waste their time speaking about something except God. This is lahu al-hadith, which means something is not worthy. It's for fun. So those who do that, those are the ones who Allah he hate. He don't like them. This is why Muhammad he said that the one who play chess, he is doing or music, or he is doing lahu al-hadith. Lahu al-hadith is singing, is a music, you know, or somebody talking, telling story, or anything except you are not talking about Allah and about Islam. It is lahu, the speech for fun, talking for fun, singing for fun.
Well, what if it means, and among the human is he who buys for himself? Statement, hadith. Lahu means for himself. First of all, there's a corruption of vowels here. It's lahwa. Lahwa is not even a word, by the way, if you read it according to the vowels.
uh, I'm trying just to get what you are talking about.
It's
uh,
chapter 31, verse number 6.
yeah, what it says in the front of me, ومن الناس من يشتري له الحديث يضل عن سبيل الله بغير ما علم ويتخذه هزءا أولئك لهم عذاب مهين. Yeah. Those who take or they, let us say, the word yashari mean buy. So the one
Yeah.
who spend his time or even his money for the sake of what it's called uh, mm, talk for no purpose, not for the purpose of Allah. He is doing that so he might deceive people from the guidance to Allah. And those who they are doing that for fun or to make jokes or etc., those Allah is going to humiliate them, and he is going to torture them. Now if we go to the Quran interpretation for this verse, you will find that according to Muslims, most of the Muslims agree that this is about music. Let me see if I can find you um, in the hadith.
So
Muhammad,
music is a hadith now.
here we go. You see here, anything like Muhammad, he added many things to this chapter. So read with me here. The message of Allah, SAW, said, do not sell slaves, female singers, not purchase them, nor teach them to sing, and there's no good in trading in them, and their prices are unlawful. It was about the like that of this ayah was revealed, and among the mankind who purchase idle talk to divert from Allah way. So Muhammad, he have no problem for you buying girls, selling girls, but if you are buying them and selling them, and those girls are bought for singing, Muhammad, he don't approve that, because the music and the singing is haram. This is what he meant by lahu al hadith. You remember I told you the word lahu originally, it's mean women.
Well, there's a Quranic verse as well. Innahu haza lahu wa haqqul yaqeen.
No, that's different. There's different. Lahu sometimes it comes something and something else. Here it's about fun. Lahua, there's lahua and there's lahu. Lahua, it is, it mean it is, and lahu, it mean fun. And the fun here in Arabic language mean women. This is why in the Quran says, if we want to have fun, which mean women, he said we will take it from our kind. If we go in the Quran here, لو أردنا أن نتخذ لهوا اتخذناه من لدنا. If we want to take fun, we will take it from our kind. If we go to the interpretation, we find that Allah is saying that if you want to take
Yeah.
women for sex, to have a child from her, then we will take it from those who they are the virgins, the black-eyed houri, and the angels, right? Chapter 21, verse number 17.
Or maybe this could have an understanding Allah could make something for himself.
Some words appear for somebody who don't speak Arabic. They appear, they sound the same, but they are not the same, right? However, here the word lahu in both chapters we are reading from, it's about women for fun and for fun, generally speaking. So here it says, had we desire to find some diversion that in which provides diversion in the way of partner or a child, we would have found it with ourselves from among the beautiful eyed houris. This is lahu, as we said, it's a female, or the
Well, that's
angels.
according to the scholars. I'll be honest with you, these Muslim scholars are retarded. They can't even count alphabets in a verse.
It doesn't matter as long the Muslims are the one who believe in this, and this is their scholar. We have to go and show them
Yeah,
what they believe.
sadly, majority believes in this nonsense.
No,
That's
actually,
just
not
weird.
sadly. This is not sadly. This is good. The Muslim today, they are trying to deny the scholars to get away from the stupidity of Islam, because this is what Muhammad meant. He is saying, if we want to take women for fun, we will take it from our kind. Then here we have a problem. How he say Allah that he will take a woman from his kind? It says here from ourselves. You see, the Muslims, when we say why Allah, he say we. They say we. It's just a word meaning our majesty. You know, like we the king, right? We the etc. So Allah he used it, but here they cannot say that this is we mean we the king, because now Allah is going to have sex with we. He's
Well,
talking
this
about,
could also have understanding. It whatever Allah creates, it's from Allah because everything is from Allah.
no. You
Because Allah
see,
makes a partner for himself.
no. You see, Allah here is talking about what? Allah is talking supposedly. I'm not going to take a child or a wife from those who they are in the earth, which like Mary.
Yeah,
He's answering about Mary. Allah, if you want to take, he will take from ourselves. Who is the ourself? Is his kind who is in heaven. Mary is not.
yeah,
Mary is a human being creature.
human
The
being.
beautiful eyed is a hur who is created in heaven. So Allah is telling us here what kind he want, and the kind he want is ourself. Ourself here present what? In Arabic the word is ladunna, our kind. In Arabic actually, when I say from ladunni, it's mean from my blood. Like, you know, I say my son is from my ladun, which means from my blood. He's my son.
It's just like every rule is from Allah. Just same concept, similar.
Yeah, it is exactly. It is from my family, my tribe, my kind, my people. This is what ladunna mean. So here Allah is saying, if you want to take a partner, and he is counting two kind of creatures: female women who are created only for the heaven, those are not for the earth, and angels, if you notice with me here, and which both of them they share one thing: they are from the heaven. So our self is my kind. Who is the kind of Allah? Is the one who is in heaven. And by Allah saying from our kind, then we need to ask ourselves how Allah is equal now to marry a woman if he is not a man. How Allah, he says, if we want to take a partner, which means a wife or a woman, we will take it from the beautiful eyed women. If Allah is not a man, how Allah is going to have sex with this woman? You know?
Yeah.
I hope people are understanding what I'm trying to say here. If Allah is not a man, so what this point of this stupid statement here? I mean, if I want to take, I will take it from the black-eyed women. But are you a man? No. So what do you would do? What do you how you will have
Well,
sex
the
with this woman?
purpose is, I believe, that Allah's not taking anything, nothing's happening.
Well, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, it is possible if Allah want, he will take still the black-eyed women, and he's the one who's saying that, right?
Yes.
Okay, so as long it's possible, it's mean it's possible to, if you want, he can have sex. But God is not a man supposedly in Islam. So what he is? That's mean he have a, you know, remember
Well,
that
the Quran does not speak of who Allah really is, a man or not. Allah's not a man, definitely.
it
Allah
doesn't it
is,
doesn't it doesn't matter. The Muslim, they all of them, they agree that Allah is not a man, and Allah nothing like Allah, but the beautiful eyed women are human. So how we can make partnership between God
well,
and a
they're not
human?
human. According to the Quran, they're new creation. There's something else.
But
Khalaqul Jadid word is being
you,
used.
no problem. But you see, when you say that they are going to be your spouse must be a human. Otherwise, they are having sex with animals. Are they
Well, the Quran also says
uh,
you will be Khalaqul Jadid as well. You will be a new
no
creation.
problem, but still they are a human being. There's no
Yeah,
Muslim.
you can say that advanced humans or
There's
something.
no Muslim who he will say that the Hur are not a human. They are a
And
human.
one question, CB, what is your understanding of the word Masjid al Haram? What does it mean?
Masjid al-Haram is the place where is like the sacred place of worship. Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean it's a Mecca.
I don't
Doesn't
know
mean
which dictionary says that haram means sacred. Haram means
yes, sacred.
forbidden.
Haram is forbidden. Yes. So it is like because remember in the Quran, Allah he said that those who they are not Muslims are najis, therefore they cannot enter that space.
Yeah, I do
So
agree with you. The masjid is haram on them.
yeah. وإنما المشركون نجس فلا يقربوا المسجد الحرام.
That's a correct understanding.
So why it is sacred mosque? Because the mushrikun, not everyone is allowed to enter to it. Only the Muslims. For the Muslims, only the one are clean, and the rest of mankind they are filthy, dirty, according to Islam.
Well, they installed the black stone in the Kaaba, so they are the same Najis people today.
Well, this is what they say. The Muslim they believe that they are the best of mankind and they are the most clean people. But as we know that the Prophet, he was full of lies and he used to take shower with dead dogs and women blood from period. So I don't, obviously here, the
Yeah, and
most
they consider all this stuff holy. The guy who wrote those hadiths is, just clearly mocking Muhammad, and they take it seriously and believe in that stuff. They
no,
think it's
no,
holy.
nobody is mocking Muhammad because the one who wrote those hadith are Muslims and they are their scholars. So how he
Well,
can
see,
be?
if I existed 1400 years back, and if this was a reality, this really happened, I would not have written it down. I would not have done that. I would have given him a positive image. So these people were not Muslims. And honest, if you see Muslims of today, they're hardly honest. Hardly you will find honest people among them,
Okay,
especially.
hold on. Let me ask you then. Why then no, not even a single Muslim reject those hadith? And the Muslims are aggressive people, and I think you are a Muslim yourself, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so why nobody announced that An-Nisa'i, the Imam An-Nisa'i, should be killed for saying that? Do you know
Well,
that
in the
if
Quran, Allah
somebody
says
if
that.
somebody insult the Prophet, they believe kill him, right? That's what Muhammad said. So if somebody insult Muhammad, kill him. Why none of the Muslims says, well, you know what? This guy Abu Dawood, this guy
Yeah. Abu Dawud.
An-Nisa'i, this guy At-Turmudi, they are the enemy of Allah and they are not Muslims and they are fabricating stories about Muhammad. Why nobody made a fatwa against them to be killed?
Well,
And why the
because
Muslims,
there
hold
are
on,
devils.
why the Muslims are printing those hadith and publishing them and accept them?
TB, the best answer to this question is chapter 6, verse 112.
What that
It's
for?
quite clear that they are the devils.
Who?
If you can bring that verse up, chapter 6, verse number 112.
Who is the devil?
These people, these who wrote the hadiths, Bukhari, Abu Dawud, and everybody else, they were the jinns, they were possessed by the jinns.
Yeah, but
And those who believe in them, they have a disease in their heart.
okay, but Muhammad himself, as proven by Muslims, and that he was possessed by the devil too. So just because we don't like what they said, then we say they are possessed by the devil. That's all. Same time, why you are blaming them? The chapter you are quoting for me, chapter 6, verse number 112, it says Allah is the one who made for every prophet an enemy of the devils. Correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
true.
What the purpose of Allah doing that?
Well, the purpose is to expose those people. It's exposed. It's
No, no, no.
been
Why he made
shown.
them? Well, no, this is not the question. The question
Yeah.
why he made them enemies to Muhammad?
To
Why?
expose people with disease in their heart, those who do not
No, but they
believe
are
in the.
victorious. They are the one who fabricated, and they are the winner, as according to you.
Yeah, they are the winners. Yeah, they are
So
the winners.
yeah, but supposedly Muhammad, Allah, he told him that I am, uh, you know, I am protecting you, so nothing will harm you. So how he protected Muhammad, and Muhammad is harmed by those people, and how come all the Muslims believe in them? Because if those
Well,
people
because
are the one
most
who,
of the Muslims, they're just sinners. They just believe in that nonsense.
yeah, but Muhammad himself proving that he is the one is possessed. Because
Well, they made him
let me ask you, can you read
barbaric
for me?
and
Can you read
steal the
for
hadith.
me? Can you read for me chapter 40, verse number 33?
Let me get that verse.
Let me put it in the screen for people here.
Verse number 23.
40, verse number 33.
14. Right.
40, not 14.
14. Verse number 13. Right.
33.
33. Sorry.
Chapter 40, verse number 33.
And the day you will turn your backs fleeing, there is not for you from Allah any protector, and whoever Allah leaves astray, there is not for him any guide.
Okay. So can we blame those people? Who is the devil? You quote for me that Shaitan is the one who will deceive people, right?
Yeah.
But the verse confirmed that the one is deceiving them is Allah.
Well, Allah can do anything.
No.
Allah plays
This,
both
this,
sides.
this is not the point. The point is the one who Allah deceived, no guidance for him. Does it say that?
Even Satan was deceived by God.
By Allah, not by God.
Yes.
Okay. Now hold on.
That's what Satan said,
Okay.
that you
So
have
why we
put
are
me in
blaming?
heaven, so I will
Why we are
mislead
blaming?
humanity.
Why we are blaming Al-Bukhari? Let's say Al-Bukhari was a liar. So why we are blaming Al-Bukhari if all the deception is coming from Allah anyway? Who is the one who deceived Al-Bukhari?
Well, this is the point where I would say that Allah knows best, and what Allah is doing
No,
is the right
no,
thing.
no, no.
Those people
This
deserve
is
to be.
this is not a true answer, because you know the story of Adam and Moses, right? When they have a debate.
Adam and
Moses. When Adam,
they had debate with each other.
yeah, they have a debate. Well,
That's not from the Quran, I believe.
this is from the Hadith.
Yeah, Hadith. Yeah, I've heard that debate.
Yeah. So when they have a debate, and this is something all the Muslims agree upon, and it's part of the Islam to
Yeah,
believe
all
in
of
the believe in the destiny, according to the to Muhammad, that Adam, his sin, his fate of sin was written for him 40 years before he was created. So we can't blame Adam for being deceived, because Allah wrote that before he created him. Correct?
Well, whoever wrote this hadith sure had a stairway into heaven or something. That's a revelation.
What do you mean?
This is nonsense hadith. I mean, they just make up stuff. These, hadith fanboys, they just love making up stuff. This is another made up story.
But
Just to, make
but
Islam know
isn't
everything.
it destiny and fate? It is from the Quran.
Well, destiny is in the Quran, but if you fulfill it or not, that's a different story. Then Allah says, I will inform you what you have accomplished of your destiny.
Hmm.
So this is
Okay.
a bit complicated.
Okay.
It is
Let us see. No,
simple.
let's see. It's not complicated. Let me make it simple for you. Uh, if we let me try to do this. Okay. Chapter 2, verse number 212. It says, it is beautified for those who they are kuffar the life. It's beautified by who?
Yeah, by Allah.
Okay,
Like
so
successful people like Bukhari and Abu Dawood
mm,
and the
so Allah
Khalifas.
is Allah, he made them misguided, and Allah is the one who made them see things in different way. Correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
because Allah
So
is not unjust to
what is the
anyone.
fault of
Their
those
share.
people? What is the fault of those people?
Allah knows best.
Okay, that's a good answer. Allah knows best. All right. So what if we go in chapter 2 verse number 213. It says, Wallahu yuhdi man yasha ila suratin mustaqim. And Allah, He guide who He wish to the straight way. So it
True.
was at the end of the day, it is the wish of Allah. It's not your wish.
Yes.
Okay,
And this is also one of the last verses of Suratul Insan where Allah
right.
says, take a will with Allah, but you will, do not will, I
No
will.
problem. Okay, so now everything you join Islam, you leave Islam, you became like al-Bukhari, you became like a Christian prince according to Islam. It is Allah will. Do you agree?
Yeah, I do agree.
Okay, so what is my why I will go to hell?
I have absolutely no idea, but Allah might have mercy on you because
No, no.
if you read about
You see,
Jesus
I
in
don't
the
care
Quran,
about Allah. Allah does not exist. But I'm asking you, if you just agreed that it is Allah who made me Christian prince, Allah made me refuse Islam, Allah made me attack Muhammad, Allah made me insult Muhammad, Allah made me right now we're speaking to you. So why Allah is going to punish me for what He made me? Is that justice?
well, that's something Allah knows. I can't answer on this stuff
Can you read
because
for me
I
chapter
haven't
2?
met Allah.
Can you read for me chapter 2 verse number 272?
Let me chapter 2, verse 272. Not upon you is responsibility for their guidance, but Allah guides whom He wills. And whatever good you
Hmm.
spend is for yourself, and you do not spend expect seeking the countenance of Allah. And whatever you spend of good, it will be fully repaid to you, and you
Okay.
will not be wronged.
So why Allah is saying in different verses, as example, chapter 9, verse number 29, O Prophet, fight those who don't believe in Allah. If it is not his responsibility to guide them anyway, or to force them to convert to Islam, just
That's
let him,
self-defense.
huh? What self-defense?
That's
Muhammad
self-defense.
attack. No, it says fight those who don't believe in Allah, not the one who fighting you. The Christians and the Jews, the Christians specifically, never fought Muhammad. Actually, they are the one who gave him refugee army to attack the Roman who never attacked him. He sent a letter
Well,
with Dahi
yeah.
al-Kalbi.
That's
He's,
not in Quran, by
he's,
the way.
he
He
said,
fought anyone.
my friend, no, it's in the Quran. It's in the Quran. Muhammad in the Quran, chapter 9, verse 29 says, fight those who don't fight to kill those who don't believe in Allah, not fight to kill those who fight you.
Well, if you look at the context, that's only in Makkah.
My friend, those Christians are not in Mecca. The Christians he's talking about, it was the Christians in Bilad al-Sham in Syria. Those are have nothing to do with Mecca. This is why Muhammad he prepared an army and he went to Tabuk, but he could not make it. He could not accomplish his mission. It was a failure, and he came back. After that, the Muslims continue by the children of Abu Sufyan. So Muhammad he received a chapter from his God saying that fight them, kill them for not believing. But this verse saying it's not your duty to make them believe. It is Allah who will make them believe. Did Allah make anyone believe?
Well, that's all up to Allah. I can't really answer on this one. These are the matters of Allah.
Yeah, but Allah here saying it's not for you. It is me who will guide them. But Allah in different verses says, I am the one who misguide and I am the one who guide. So he's saying here clearly, Muhammad, you are just a guy to deliver a message. That's all, right?
Yes, Muhammad is just a
Okay.
delivery guy.
So
That's
why he
it.
asked him to go and wage army and go and attack and kill and whoever don't believe in Allah kill him? Why he is ordering him that cut the hands and cut the legs? And this is not a message delivery. A message delivery is somebody he deliver a message, and after that he have not no business to do. But a
Well, there's a
person,
story
but a
behind this
person wanna cut.
because,
No, listen. A person
yeah,
wanna cut my hand and cut my feet. He is not a messenger no more. Do you agree?
yeah.
Okay, so that's a contradiction. But here the whole idea is Muhammad when he was weak, he have no army to kill and to destroy. He said, well, I do my duty. I'm okay, I'm okay. I will tell you the truth, and bye bye. Nice meeting you. Yeah, because now he is not a powerful man. But when he is a person who is a powerful man, the story is different. The Quran confirmed that everything happened by the will of Allah. Anything, you know.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so everything you do is Allah doing, not your doing. which means the reward and the punishment of Islam is stupid, because Allah, he should reward himself if I do good, because he is the one who did it, not me.
Allah also says somewhere in the Quran that if I knew any good in them, I would have guided them.
Yeah, but this is contradiction with Allah, because if Allah, he is the one who knows.
Yeah. Allah doesn't know any good in them.
And you see, okay, Allah, he do not know, but Allah is the one who decide for us any good and any bad anyway. I mean, he is the one who wrote for us before he created us if we are going to be bad or good. This is what destiny is about. So why he, if he knew, what he mean if he knew they have a good, he will guide them when he is the one who wrote the good and the bad of them? If I before I created the man, if I am God, before I created him, and then I decide, you know, to make your destiny, and this destiny is something you cannot escape. It's what I wrote for you. The Quran says we created everything by destiny. You know, everything we made is by a measure. And what he's talking about is talking about everything will happen to you in your life. Before you are created, he decide your destiny, what you will be. So how we can punish someone for destiny? He have no
Well, they
choice.
are destined from the side of Allah, but it depends on the person as well. If he really wants to follow his destiny and be a Muslim, or he does not want to fulfill what is destined for him.
But everything I do is written for me before he created me.
Well, it doesn't say in the Quran that everything is being written. Allah says Allah knows, but Allah does not say it's already been written.
No,
That is
no.
from the hadiths, actually.
No, actually, there's let me see how I can explain that to you.
Yeah, sure.
If we let us do this. Okay. In chapter 13, verse number 26, it says that Allah is the one who give as he wish, and he is the one who decide, he decree. He decree what exactly? Chapter 13,
Whatever
verse.
Allah wishes.
Yeah, he decree what?
But that's the point. It's not. It doesn't actually say that it's been written down and everything, but it's
No, he
decreed that
decreed
this should happen.
decreed what exactly? I'm asking you. Decreed what?
That Allah has made up His mind
About what?
about guidance, misguidance, anything.
So he made up his mind about your guidance or your misleading. So you are not created yet, but Allah, he made his mind.
You can say that.
Okay. If we go to chapter 87, verse number 3, it says, وَالَّذِي قَدَّرَ فَهَدَى. What does that mean? Chapter
He
87,
destined.
verse
He
number 3.
made it destined. Qaddara means destiny.
Thank you very much. So Allah, he is the one who made the destiny, and he guide, which means this destiny is what is going to decide for you. It doesn't matter what you do, you know.
Well, this destiny could be guiding to old age, guiding from the mother's womb safely.
No. Qaddara is what he decide for you before he created you. This is his decree. He decree. All right.
Yeah, decision. You can say that because
right.
they have been.
But this is
yeah.
not after. This is before he created you. So he made a decision, and his decision uh, you know, is made by Allah, and whatever Allah He wish. Like if you go to chapter 87, verse number 7, it says, "Except what Allah want." I mean, at the end of the day, it's what Allah want, and what Allah want. In that verse I gave you, it says it clearly that except what He decree and He guide after that. Degree and He guide who? Degree and He guide those who He decided to guide. And so it is His decision, not your choice. So the question then, why I'm going to be rewarded or punished if it is Allah who decide who is going to be guided, who is going to be misguided?
Because Allah knows what we do not know.
No, no, no,
That
no.
I
This is,
believe is the
you see, He
answer.
decreed for you before He created you. He did not wait. This is not about knowing. You see, this is about He decreed. There's a difference between I know and I decree. The decree here, He is making your fate, and your fate is something you cannot escape. It's something
Yes,
you
everything from faith to lifestyle to
okay.
education,
So
everything.
everything He decided for you before He created you. So why He is going to punish you for something He decreed for you?
Well, you're asking me why. How can I answer you on this
I'm
one?
just we are having a conversation. So this is here. There's no justice, and it's very confusing and very not smart. So if I am the one who decree for you to be a Muslim, and Allah is the one who decree for me to be Christian, why Allah want to punish me for He decree for me to be Christian?
Bro, what can I say?
Okay. And here, as you see, you told me there's nothing in the Quran like this. No, it says that Allah He decree for you. Decree. You will see here. You will see if you focus with me with the words. And this is something most of people don't do. It says He decree and then guide, not guide and He
Yep.
decree. Okay, so the decree come first.
Degree first and
Okay,
then guidance.
all right. That's mean the decision is made before the guidance, and the guidance is to follow.
Yes, the guidance could be anything.
All right.
Guidance could be
So he
misleading.
determined already. He determined already, huh, who he will guide and who is the one who will do good or evil. As you see, this is the Muslim interpretation. So what kind of religion? This God is going to punish me for something He determined, He decide. He want to punish me for something is not my choice.
Yes.
Then that means it doesn't make sense, and this is a stupid religion.
Okay, what is your understanding of this verse 36, chapter number 36, verse number 12?
Chapter 36, verse number 12. I will not give you my understanding. I will give you what Muslims understand it, because at the end of the day,
No, I'm sick of their understanding. They come up with weird stuff after another. They just lie
no
just too much.
problem. But
Don't even call
we
them
have to
Muslims. Right?
show what the Muslims believe. Okay. Uh, we are the one who resurrect people from death, and we are the one who wrote what they gave, and their what they left behind, and everything is let us say um, let us say calculated or registered uh, by us, with the clear numbers or
Yes,
clear.
what they accomplished and left, what they put forth and what they left behind of destiny, I believe. Is that true?
No, no, yeah, this is their destiny before He created them. It's written already. We are the one who bring people to death. All right, and we are the one who wrote before what they did. So we wrote what they are going to do before they do what they did. وَنَكْتُبُ مَا قَدَّمُوا وَآثَارَهُم. This is actually what the Muslims agree with it too. So we wrote, that's the Muslim believe that Allah He wrote in His preserved tablet everything, right? What He wrote, including your destiny, everything written there.
So what is they have left behind and what they have put forth? What is that thing?
What? No, there's nothing is called left behind, and nothing is really put forward. It is something He is saying to you. Everything you did in your life, which you live, you present, or if you are a person who died already, everything is written by Allah before you are created, and We are the one who resurrect you from death anyway, and we have everything you did written by us before you do it, and everything is preserved. It's not going to be lost. So you die or not, that will not make any difference. And because we have it before we created you.
Yeah, you can say that. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is what the Muslims themselves they agree upon. I'm not even saying
Well,
what.
this is their understanding, but the verse does not literally say that what's being written.
Well, you have to, the same as the Muslim. I don't want to do what the Muslims do to the Bible. We have to connect the dots. We cannot take a verse out of the Quran and we say this is exactly what we want to understand. We have to match it with all the verses we quote already together, me and you, and then we understand that Allah is the one who made the destiny. He is the one who guide. He is the one who misguide. He is the one who decides for you everything before he created you. We spoke
Well,
about
that
Allah
is true.
decree. Okay, so now we just add this one which you mentioned to the other ones, and they will complete each other. So before you are created and after you die, nothing will change. Everything is written. That's all what the verse is saying. Now, because you are trying to escape the hadith, that will make it supposedly hard on me or harder. But the hadith confirm all of this. Muhammad, he said it clearly that even a child, if he die, not necessarily he will go to heaven, because Allah he wrote for everyone where he will be before he created him, regardless if he commits sin or not. If we go to the hadith, we will find Aisha. This is on Sahih Muslim, and the Muslims agree upon this hadith, that Aisha, she thought that a child who is born, an infant, who die in a very early age, she thought he will be a bird from the birds of heavens. He will be a sparrow. So Muhammad, he did not like what Aisha she said, because she's wrong, because Allah decide who will be in heaven and who will be in hell regardless of their sin. So Aisha is speaking logic. She thought, because this person, this child, never commits sin. She is saying here the following, if we read together. It says, Aisha, she said, Allah Messenger, there is happiness for this child who is a bird from paradise, for it commit no sin, nor has reached the age of sin. So it's clear now that this person, this child, is very baby, the little baby, is not even like 5 years old, or it's just little baby. Mostly is an infant, and he
Right.
commit no sin. So this is the logic of Aisha, and I agree with Aisha with her logic. He said,
And he committed
Aisha,
no good deed as well,
yeah,
by the way.
yeah. So Aisha's, he said to Aisha, "Pure adventure, which means watch, don't be stupid. It may be otherwise, which means it might be he'd be the bird of hell." Why? Because Allah created for paradise who are fit for it while they were in their father lions, and He created
Just
for
like in
hell.
CP, can I say something? Just one thing.
Yeah.
Do you know that angels will serve birds of paradise in Jannah? You know that there's a verse in the Quran that they will have meat of any bird they desire in the paradise. So we'll be eating like children.
Well, the Quran is full of stories and they are funny. Uh, but for me, I'm trying to confront the destiny, which is proven Islam to be stupid anyway. Because as long the Muslim they keep repeating for us saying that Islam is religion of justice and Allah is all justice. So where is the justice that this child he is going to go to hell, but yet he never commits sin? The Muslims they try to say to us that you go to hell because of sin. Then we find that Adam's sin, it was the sin of Allah, and my sin is the sin of Allah. And you commit sin or you don't commit sin, it doesn't matter. You might go to hell, you might go to heaven based on Allah's decision. So Allah he decided before he created you, and your sin have
True.
nothing to do.
That's true. It's
Okay,
all
so
up to Allah.
what kind of this religion is? So why the Quran says those who do good deeds will go to heaven and they have no fear, when everything in Islam is based on the opposite? Because it's not your deeds what will help you,
Allah also said if you're not a Muslim, if you do not believe in the Quran, Allah will waste your deeds like dust on a stone washed by the rain.
It doesn't matter. You see, there's tons of stories, but we want to focus on something very simple. You as a Muslim, it's not your choice to be a Muslim. Allah decree for you to be a Muslim, and the same for me not to be a Muslim. So then Allah He says in the Quran that if you make a good deed, I will give you a reward. And then we find that your good deed will not help you anyway, because it is He decreed before He created you. So the Islam is a collection of stupid promises, because this is a contradiction. How the one who do good deeds will go to heaven and he have no fear? And then how He says that Allah He made and decreed for you what you will be, and even the sin you do, was the wish of Allah. So why He says in one verses that Allah will punish me for my sin, in other verses says it was His wish to make me sinner, in other verses says it is Him who he guide or misguide, and it is Him who decide before He created me to be a sinner or a good person, and yet He is going to punish me for all His decisions.
Well, because Allah knows what's within you and what's within me.
No, no, no. He know nothing. We can prove that Allah know nothing anyway. Because if
Well,
Allah,
that's different story then.
yeah, no, no, that's
That's
not a different story.
a
Because
matter of belief.
if Allah do not know where the sperm is coming from, well, He cannot know what I would do, right? I mean, He's a God, but you do not know that the women have no sperm, and He think women have a sperm coming from the ribs. When we say Allah, He knows everything, that should be proven. What kind of God He think that the sun goes and travel every day and sit in its murky water, and the sun rise from a place and He found next to it place people. Uh, so when the Muslim says to us, Allah knows best, Allah knows nothing. Allah is not exist. This is Muhammad. Muhammad, he copies stories from people around him, and he added to his book, and he claimed that this is his God talking, and you have to obey. And who dare to say this is stupid? Why the Muslims, they don't make an amazing science of the Quran speaking about women have a sperm coming from their ribs. We don't see one, not even one Muslim making video of the amazing discovery. Imagine if science discovered that women, yes, they have a sperm coming from their ribs. The Muslims will make a stories about it. But because nobody will believe in such a crazy thing, the Muslims, they hide it and they don't want to speak about it. Who is in the
Well,
world
you could
believe?
hide the Quran. It's forbidden to read the Quran if you do not read the tafsir. You cannot read the Quran. It's a crime, by the way, according
What,
to them.
what do you mean?
You cannot read the Quran unless you read the tafsir. It's a crime. Quran is misleading. Quran misleads according to them.
Who said that to you?
Almost all of the Muslims I've met so far.
Oh, so they said to you, if you read the Quran alone without the tafsir, is going to misguide you?
Yep, true.
Well, the Quran confirm that. The Quran isn't doesn't it say in chapter 3, verse number 7, that this Quran have some verses are clear and some are
Yeah, mutashabih,
right.
which means similar verses but unclear. Only Allah knows the mutashabih.
Okay, and what those verses will do?
And those who have a disease in their hearts, they will seek fitna
Hmm.
by seeking understanding to them. They will go outside the Quran for the understanding.
Okay, so Allah, He knew supposedly that in His Quran there is a problem, and the problem is that the Quran is going to be used to misguide people, but not because people are, let us say, not because the Quran is clear, not because the Quran is perfect, because the Quran is stupid. So people, they will have a chance to do stupid things with it. This is what he's saying. There's verses are clear and there's verses are not clear, and those who have sickness in their heart, they will use the ones is not clear too. So why Allah don't make it clear?
Just to mislead them and expose them. How they seek fitna through those
No,
verses.
but it says, my friend, it says nobody knows their meaning save Allah.
Yeah, that's why Allah says that they
No,
will go outside the
yeah,
Quran
no, no, but you
seeking
see,
meaning.
that, let me explain to you. If I give you a book and I say to you, this book is the book of guidance, can I say that some of it is book of guidance and some of it is book of shaitan? or all of it is book
Well,
of
CP,
guidance?
if you ask me, even I don't know all of the Quran. I haven't met a person who knows
No, no,
all of the
forget it. I'm
Quran.
not talking about all the Quran. I'm saying if I give you the Quran, you as a Muslim, do you accept the Quran as a book of guidance or the book of misleading?
I accept it as a book of guidance.
Okay, but here the verse saying to us that there is a part of Quran is a part of misguiding, not
Yes,
guidance.
that's what I do. I do not seek interpretation.
Okay, no, no, no. You see, it doesn't matter. You
I
seek
believe in the verses
my
literally.
friend. No, you need to seek interpretation because if you don't go by the scholars, you try to seek it by yourself anyway.
Yes, I seek it by myself because
Okay,
the
okay. Now
interpretation
let
is
me
from
ask you.
Allah.
Let me ask you. What is the verses which is misguide people? Which ones? Can you name them for me? How I will know
I
which?
think the best example is Allahu malaikatu yasallu ala nabi.
Hmm,
I think it's 33:56. That's the best verse.
why?
Well, they end up worshipping Muhammad according to that verse. They
Well,
twist the translation for the verse.
right, but still, this is not really will make people. I mean, this
I
is
think it has misled many.
yeah. Well, there is okay, but the Muslim don't agree that this is one of the ones they are mutashabihat. The Muslim they think that
Well,
this is
they,
very
they don't call it mutashabi because they love it. They love Muhammad. They love worshipping him.
okay.
They say in their
Okay,
salat,
what
assalamu
about
alaikum.
what about okay, let us see. Do you think that the first chapter Allah gave to Muhammad is from the mutashabihat, which mean the one nobody understand what they mean? The first one.
Which one is it?
The first
First
one.
chapter.
The first one.
Fatiha.
No, Al-Fatiha is not the first one.
No, I believe the Fatiha is the first one. I don't think chapter 96, Surah Al-Alaq, I think that's not the first one. That's just
What is your
nonsense.
proof? Do you have a proof?
Well, if you read Surah Al-Najm, it's quite clear in the Quran that Muhammad saw an angel descend from the sky,
Where it says
and
an
the
angel?
angel
Where
brought
it
the
says
Quran to Muhammad.
where it says the word angel? Can you show
Chapter
it to me?
50,
Huh?
chapter 53.
Yeah, but where it says the word angel.
It does not say the word angel.
So
He saw
what?
something in the
So you
sky.
see now you are contradicting yourself. You told me I'm not going to seek the understanding of the scars interpretation. I will seek my own. And now you came with the conclusion that this is an angel, but there is nowhere it says angel. So why you say the angel? With the
Well,
fact,
it's only Jibrail who brought the Quran, so it must be
hold on,
Jibrail. It
doesn't
must be
matter,
an
doesn't
angel.
matter, doesn't matter. Let us say God he sent an angel to Mary, but it's possible that God came down as the same what happened to Moses. Why we connect, here it doesn't specific who is the one is coming, except it says clearly that it is God, because look what it says here, uh, in verse number 10 it says فَأَوْحَى إِلَى عَبْدِهِ مَا أَوْحَى. Can you translate that one for me?
Maybe you can open the translation. My Arabic is not that
Yeah,
good.
it's okay. And you are the one who said, generally speaking, the Muslims, your brothers, they fabricate the translation, right? Here we will see a translation fabricated. فأوحى إلى عبده ما أوحى. What عبده mean?
Which chapter and verse is this?
What?
Which
The
chapter
same
is this?
chapter, the Najm. You mentioned to me a Najm, so I'm quoting from what you quote for me. Chapter 53, verse number 10.
Right, just a second. Verse number 10 it is. And he revealed to his servant what he revealed.
Okay. So actually in Arabic, Abduhu is his slave, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So is Muhammad the slave of Jibril?
No, he is the slave of Allah. That is how Allah revealed
Hold
to
on.
his slave.
Okay. But all of this story is speaking about the same person who came down and he revealed. This is Allah. It cannot be the angel Jibril. Otherwise, the angel Jibril is the master of Muhammad. You see here, if you know a little bit Arabic, you will see it says, he
Yeah.
continue, فَكَانَ قَابَ قَوْسَيْنِ أَوْ أَدْنَى, and he is so close that to the point he is like one bow or two from him, so close to him. فَأَوْحَى إِلَى عَبْدِهِ مَا أَوْحَى, and then he inspire what he inspired to his slave. So we are speaking still about the same person who just came down. Why he came down to inspire. Okay, how this is Jibreel, yet we call him Muhammad is his slave.
Well, that is how Allah speaks in the poetry. Since Quran does not speak of Allah speaking to Muhammad directly anywhere in the Quran, it was Jibreel.
Okay, can you show me where it says that only Jibreel spoke to Muhammad?
No, it does not say that.
Okay, so how
No,
you can you are the one who said I'm not going to go by the scholars because they give false interpretation, but you are
no,
going.
because the Quran says that it was Jibreel who brought this on his heart.
Well, Jibreel is just one of the angels of God.
Yeah, angel.
Okay, okay, so but here speaking about a guy who is Muhammad is his slave. It cannot be Jibreel. So we need to
Well,
explain then who
I
is this?
believe that Jibreel is excluded here, and that Allah is explaining how Allah revealed to his servant.
No, no, no. You see, he's talking about how he came down. You see here, if you read with me, I have Biktar in front of me. When he was in the uppermost in the horizon, then he drew nigh and came down, till
Yeah.
he was descendant to bows, and he revealed into his slaves. So the Muslim now they made the he in a big text capital letter, but in Arabic we don't have such a thing. Arabic there's no capital letter, there's no such a thing. So he is the same as he here, the same as he here. This is why he's coming down, and
Well,
he
Allah has
revealed.
written it in such a poetry deliberately to mislead few, to guide few. That is what I believe is behind how Allah wrote these verses.
Okay, all right, okay.
That is my personal understanding.
Let
I
me
don't go with the
ask you. Let
scholars.
me ask you. Where is Allah located?
I don't know, Allah is everywhere.
Where you get this from?
Well, the Quran says Allah is near to you than your throat. That's all I know. If you ask me where Allah is.
Hold on. There is some people they are asking why we are not streaming in YouTube. We are streaming in different channel in YouTube. For those who want to know, we are streaming in Facebook. We are streaming in different channel in YouTube. That's all.
I don't think you should have changed your channel.
It's what it's Allah wish, my friend. What I can do. I mean, Allah decree.
Right.
Allah decree for me. I have to obey. Yeah. So anyway, Allah is exists everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a reference for that?
No, I don't have any reference. That's the verse, only verse I have, that Allah
So
is
where
near
you get this
near
from?
you
Okay,
than your
let me
throat.
ask you what Allah mean.
Allah is just a name.
Well, yeah, everybody have a name. I mean, that's fine, but every name have a meaning.
I
What?
don't know, to be honest with you.
Okay,
No.
so the Muslim they have a name for their God, but they do not know what the name mean. Do you know what is the reason for that?
Well, Allah says, I call Allah with any good name. I don't believe Allah has a fixed name. Allah is the word used by the pre-Islamic Arabs for the God.
Hmm.
So that's why Allah picked up this word.
Hmm. So Allah is a name exists before Islam, and the Muslim they just hijack the new name, the old name, and they give it to their God.
Well, Allah spoke, and Allah said, this is the true Allah. The Allah you're worshipping
Hmm.
is not true.
Okay. You said to me that the first verse was given to Muhammad. It was Al-Fatiha, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bismillah.
All right. Then how you can explain this story here? Muhammad, he said that
Yeah.
all the good names belong to Allah.
Yeah.
You call him Ar-Rahman or you call him something else, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
All right. Chapter 17, verse number 110. If the chapter, the one you name Al-Fatiha, is the first chapter, why Allah, why Muhammad is explaining who is Ar-Rahman? Why he have to call? Why he have to explain who is this guy, Ar-Rahman? If he is already told you Ar-Rahman in the first chapter, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. First chapter, he said
True.
Ar-Rahman. So why now He was answering. He was. What happened?
Rahman, I believe, is an attribute rather than a
It
name.
doesn't. No, it's a name. You see, because you know a little bit of Arabic, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Does it say al asma?
No, it does not say.
It's in front of you on the screen.
Oh, oh right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't check
So
the
for
second one.
him,
It does.
all
Asma.
what asma mean?
Asmaul Husna.
Asma mean names, correct?
Yeah.
So it is a name. Okay. So now you said that the first chapter was given to Muhammad was Al-Fatiha, but Al-Fatiha start with Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
That's true.
Okay. Shouldn't Muhammad or his God tell us first who is ar-Rahman?
Rahman just means merciful. I don't think it really
No, no,
needs
my friend.
any
You see, it's a name.
introduction.
It's a name. It's a name.
Yeah, name explains itself.
Yeah, you see, people they speak Arabic too, and in the time of Muhammad, people they speak perfect Arabic. So there is
And
no need for them to question who is a Rahman unless it is something else. They need to know what it is. So they know what the word mean. They heard the word before, and they told Muhammad, "Well, isn't it? This is the guy Rahman al Yamama, the guy who claimed to be a prophet. He's called himself Rahman, and his God Rahman. So he called himself Al Rahman. He called his God Rahman, and now this is the only Rahman we know. So is it your God? That means this is the first time people they heard the word Rahman.
well,
Otherwise,
CP, it's like if you're nice to me, I can call you Rahman as well.
no, no, you cannot. No, you cannot. You cannot. You cannot. Because the word Rahman, my friend, is not is you see in Arabic when you add the letter al, two letters in front of a name, that's mean this person is one of its kind. This is why you see you when you as a Muslim you read the name of the Messiah in Arabic, you say Al Masih, correct?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but Isa is Isa, correct?
Right.
You don't
Yeah.
you don't say Al Isa, you say
Yeah, we
Isa,
don't see Allah.
right? Isa Al Masih. You don't say Al Muhammad, you say Muhammad.
Yes.
Okay, why Masih is Al Masih? Because there's only one Messiah in the whole world.
Yes, there is one
All
Messiah
right.
sent
So
by
now the
God.
EL is a definition for what is unique and nothing like it.
Or being unique. Yeah.
Nothing like it.
That's
Okay. So Al-Rahman here cannot be for a person like me because there's many people they are nice and kind and maybe nicer than me. When you call me Ar-Rahman and you said it's mean the merciful, that's mean there's no merciful like me. I am the one
yeah,
who
maybe to
deserve.
me. Maybe to me there's nobody
No, no, no,
merciful
no, no,
like
no.
you.
This is not. No, this. I'm not talking about the language now. We are not talking about
Yeah.
how you feel. It's not about feeling. It's about language. So the
Yeah,
Arabic
it's about
language
them.
is so clear. Here he's confirming that the name Ar-Rahman is a name, and Allah He deserve it for all the good names belong to Him. So those are the good names belong to Allah. But the question is, if Muhammad already received the Quran in chapter of Al-Fatiha, why he is waiting for this time to explain who is Ar-Rahman? He should say this verse in the beginning of the Quran. Because now he said Allah, he said Ar-Rahman, he said Ar-Rahim. What about, okay, you say to us the second verse, you said, okay, you know what? Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. We call him Allah, we call him Rahman, we call him Rahim. It doesn't matter, for all those good names belong to him. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
But as you see, he waited. If you are going by the order here, 17, but if you go by the order of revelation, it's about 50 chapter. So 50 chapter and the Quran have no word Ar-Rahman. But yet in the Quran today, the Muslims they have the word Ar-Rahman in every chapter, which means the Quran is nothing but a corrupt book. Because until this point, obviously, Muhammad he never mentioned the word Rahman ever, and that the reason they are asking him about what Ar-Rahman is because simply this is the first time he mentioned it. You getting my point?
Yeah, I can see your point.
Yeah, because you know, if I am your teacher and I say to you before iPad, and I explain it to you, and you attend my class every day, and then you will not ask me after 2 years what iPad mean, because already you know I told you. But because this is the first time, remember Muhammad he received the Quran through many years. How many years Muhammad was receiving Quran?
Well, I can really explain that
20,
from the
20,
Quran.
21, 22 years, right? So if this is a chapter number 50, that's mean, let us say, let us give it 50%. That's mean Muhammad already speaking about his God 10 years.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, and now he remembered to mention the word Ar-Rahman. Before that time, the word is not important. And then suddenly the word Ar-Rahman appear in the front of every chapter. How the word Ar-Rahman appear in the first chapter, then the one you call as, you consider as the real revelation, was sent in the beginning?
Well, GB, I don't go that deep. I think those are just names and just call upon him with any good name.
No, Muhammad, he was stealing the names. All the names he have is a theft from somebody.
Well, if you go by the tafsir, then of course.
Well, no, the tafsir is giving us history, the history written by Muslims. I mean, to assume that the
Not they
Muslims,
wrote all absolute lies there.
this is what you are doing for it. You are assuming that the Muslims are the enemy of Allah.
Yes, they are the enemies.
Okay, but you are a Muslim too.
Well, I don't think they're Muslims, they're mushriks, more of a mushriks. They have hijacked this
Okay,
word
why you
Muslim.
don't say that yourself too? That because you deny the hadith, you became the enemy of Allah. Because the Quran says, "Ati'u Allah wa ati'u Rasul." You know what does that mean?
Quran also says, "Innahu laqawlu rasulin kareem."
All
That
right,
Quran is the word of
all
Muhammad
right.
as well.
Okay, so Rasul and Kareem, that's wonderful. So you have to obey what Muhammad said, and what Muhammad
True, that's
said.
the Quran.
Muhammad speak
Yeah,
only
Quran
Quran.
is what he
Muhammad
said.
he speak only Quran. Muhammad.
Well, he speak on his own, but those were not religious teachings.
No, but it says "Ati'u Allah wa ati'u Rasul." Ati'u Allah, obey
That means
Allah.
the Quran.
Okay, hold on.
That means the
Obey
Quran.
Allah and obey the messenger. When you,
Yeah,
how
if we
you obey
stick with
Allah? You
the
obey
Quran,
Allah by
the Quran
obeying.
does not
Okay,
say Atiullah wa Atiul Bukhari wa Atiul
no, no,
Rasul. It
wait,
doesn't say something
no,
like that.
no, no. I'm not talking about the Bukhari. Forget about Bukhari. Obey Allah and obey the messenger. Okay, isn't it the Quran is how you obey Allah?
Yes,
Okay, then how you obey the Rasul, the messenger?
that's also the Quran. Innahu laqawlu rasulin kareem.
No, you see, the Quran, when Muhammad he says innahu laqawlu rasulin kareem, he got himself busted. He just confessed that this is not the word of Allah, this is his statement.
Well,
And that explains
Quran.
why the Quran is full of mistakes. As an example, as we told you, the women had a
Muhammad
sperm
is
coming from their
religion and
ribs.
he's a transparent guy.
You see, if I obey God, didn't I automatically obey everything I need to obey? Why I need to say obey Allah and the messenger? Are they different in their teaching?
No, they're not different. They're
Okay,
same.
then there's no need to add. And what about add obey Allah and obey Muhammad and obey Abraham and obey etc.? I mean, well, there's no point. The whole point is that all those messengers supposedly are coming in the name of Allah. So why I need to add the name of Muhammad? Is that one
Because
of
the
the
Quran is coming from Muhammad.
is that one of the verses which make Muslims misguided?
That's true. That's also one of the
Thank you very much.
mutashabih.
So Allah is making verses to misguide Muslims. So he's the devil.
Yeah. No, no, I wouldn't call him.
Yeah. Yeah. You just said yeah. Come on. You cannot take
No,
it.
I
You
actually
cannot
slipped
take it
up.
back. You just okay. Hold on. You say yeah or not? Okay. You just said that Allah is the one who made this verse to misguide the people, and you agreed,
I
regardless
said
if
yes. Yeah.
okay. So Allah is the one who made this verse to misguide the people, and He is the devil. You said yeah by
I
mistake or
wouldn't
not,
say
doesn't matter.
that.
So
That's what I think
so he
he's
is more
doing.
dangerous than the devil, because the devil now you see the devil, if he come to me, he says go and do fornication, I will say to him, oh, Jesus said to me don't do fornication. But now
Yeah.
by having a verse in the Quran supposedly is coming from God, but this God himself is playing the devil. He is the one is making them worship Muhammad and obeying Muhammad, and whatever Muhammad is saying, I will go for it. So now, which one I will go? I will follow Allah or Muhammad. You just admitted that this is one of the verses made by Allah to misguide the Muslims. So what is the fault of the Muslims now if they follow and obey Muhammad?
They go outside the Quran. They cross the
It
limits of
doesn't
Allah.
matter. Allah told them to do that because He said, you have to
Allah says
obey
that
the
this is the
Prophet.
word of messenger.
So, say again.
Allah also says that this is the word of messenger, and those are kuffar who do tafarak in Allah and the Messenger. Those who differentiate between Allah and the Messenger. Allah says this and Muhammad says this. And even if you compare the Quran and the Hadith, the Sharia law versus the Quranic law, you know yourself there is a contradiction. There's a big
Yeah, but
contradiction.
for me, I don't want to go in like in a cave and try to dig the dirt. Or what I'm saying, that me and you agreed that this verse is very confusing, and you agreed that Allah He made it. This is one of the verses which will help the Muslim to be confused. Allah He made it for that purpose.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's true.
so what is the fault? Let us say you are a Muslim, you are one of those who follow the wrong interpretation for this verse. Is that your fault, or this is the fault of Allah?
If I'm wrong, it's all up to Allah then. Because I think I've followed the logic. I've just been logical, and that's all.
Yeah, but you are just following the Quran. You did not do anything wrong.
No, I do not inject any interpretation in the Quran. I just take the Quran literally, and that's it.
Hmm.
So if I'm wrong, it's up to
Okay,
Allah.
let us say a Muslim, he didn't want to read any one interpretation, and then he come to a conclusion that the hadith, the verse here is saying, obey Allah and obey the messenger. And then he understand it not because Al-Bukhari said, or because he understand it that we have to read the hadith. Who is the one who
See,
misguide
just
him?
for a second, just forget the religion and everything. Just tell me something honestly. Just ask your heart. Can a pedophile and a pervert be a messenger of God?
Well, I don't want to make it to be
It's a
limited.
simple question. Can
Yes,
a pedophile and a
it's
pervert?
possible. It's possible if this God is a pimp in Las Vegas or something. It's possible.
No, why would God be? God is such a wonderful creator. Why would God do that? Can God choose a pervert
Well,
and a pedophile?
the God of Islam, he is a pervert, so why not? He would not choose someone like him. Because if isn't it the God of Islam promise you as a Muslim that you will go to heaven and you will have boys there? What the purpose of having those boys?
No, I don't believe in that interpretation. That's a Sunni
No, no, it doesn't
interpretation of
matter. The
verse. So
Quran,
let's not discuss
this
that.
is
Okay?
not, this is not, this is
It's
not. No,
not.
no, no, no. Listen, listen. The Quran, I'm not asking about interpretation. Here we go. The Quran speak that you will have little boys. What the boys there in the heaven doing? And they are very pretty. Why he describing their
The
beauty?
word is gulman. We discussed last time. The gulman in Quran, the word gulam is used for son, male son.
No, but those are it says that those are going to go around them, and they are very pretty,
The
right?
lineage would go around you. That's
No,
what
no,
this
okay,
verse
no, 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 no,
says.
no, 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 no. No, you see in the Quran, it says that they will not, etc. They will not, etc. And they will not have, they will not have a children too. So those are not their babies. Those are exist already, the same as the
No,
virgins.
basically, there's a context to this verse. Allah says, "Those of your descendants who believed and they did good deeds, they will be the gulman."
Can you show me the verse?
I think it's two or three, maybe five, six verses before this verse. I've looked at this chapter some time ago.
Show me. Let us be sure.
Which chapter is this, by the way?
This is in chapter 52, verse number 24. 24, yeah.
52:24. Right,
Mhm.
just a second. Let me check. It's 50 to 21.
52:21. Okay, let's
Yeah.
go there. All right. والذين آمنوا واتبعتهم okay. ألحقنا بهم ذريتهم. Okay, so those are you see, ذريتهم is their children's. Those people are die.
Yes.
Okay, if I die and I am, let us say, 70, when I die, my child is not 1 day old. He is a man, and maybe he's dead too. Correct?
Yes,
So all
this
what the
verse
verse,
is
no,
the
no, no. What
understanding.
this verse here is speaking of, that those who die, actually, it's a stupid promise, because why you are going to make their children go with them to heaven if they are not believers? So it's a stupid promise, but this have nothing to do with the boys. Those are
Who followed them in faith as
no.
well.
Okay, if you read the chapter, the one it says, and those boys they are going to go around them. All right.
Yeah.
What they will do, those boys?
They're just going around. This is sort of metaphorical. It's about the lineage will be around them, going around them, their lineage, that they will be happy with their kids.
Yeah, but you know why? Okay, so why your lineage is a boy, but and you are an adult?
Boys from your lineage, it's talking about, because
No,
in Islam, men are the
hold,
rulers, men are
hold on,
the
hold
in
on.
charge.
Okay, hold on, hold on. Uh, let me show you something.
Well, CP, I have to leave in a bit because
All right,
it's
no
late
problem.
here and I've got some stuff to do.
Okay, because if you go to chapter 56, just before you go,
Yeah, sure.
chapter 56, verse number uh, 17. All right, it says, I can go read it from actually verse number 14 if you want. And then they are
Yeah.
going to be
Well
sitting,
done. The word is
they
here,
are
well
going to be
done.
sitting, yeah, they are going to be sitting on beds, etc., and they will be reclining facing each other. And then he says, يطوف عليهم ولدان. Is the
Well
wildan
done.
different from the gulman?
Uh, the meaning is same. It's again your lineage.
Okay, but you
Gulman
see
means your
here,
boy.
but you see those people, they
Weldan
are
means
no,
your
but
lineage.
you see those people, they are doing something. What they are doing in verse number 18?
They are going around.
Doing
They're
what?
doing tawaf.
Doing what?
Tawaf. Yutufu.
Yeah, but what they do when they do around you? What they do?
Well, they're just around you.
No, read verse number 18.
Oh, let me check.
Read verse number 18. You will see what they are doing.
That's the pictures and cup from a flowing stream. Yeah, they just surround you with glasses.
Yeah, but they are serving you. They are giving you things. So
Yeah,
those are going around you. Yeah, those are, you see, those are, you are the one sitting in the chairs reclining. Now your children's, if they are people who are Muslims too, they deserve to be in the chairs or the throne, reclining too. Why they want to be serving a Muslim? Why a Muslim want to be serving a Muslim?
well, because you're their elder, so they have to serve you.
That's not fair because simply in I am in heaven now and I go to heaven to work as a servant.
Well, it's out of respect.
What respect? You did not give me a chance. And
Sorry,
why? What?
heaven will
So
forget
what the benefit
father
of those women?
and mother.
What those women they will do there? Anyway, thank you for calling me. Anyway, thank you very
Yeah,
much.
thank you for having a
Yeah,
discussion. It was nice speaking to you,
thank you.
and I will keep calling. I'll call you might be
No
some other
problem.
time.
Anytime, anytime. No problem.
Okay, take care.
Take care.
Salam.
All right. Uh, this is the only way to escape the stupidity of Islam is saying Allah knows best. Allah do not know. I do not know. And obviously here, and all the Muslims agree that's Islam is a promising Muslim men, women, and children's in heaven. And the women, according to Muslims, not according to me, is uh, for sexual needs, and the boys, according to Muslims, not according to me again, is to serve you. And Muhammad and the Hadith mention extreme scary numbers. And as you see here, you are going to be reclining in your couch, and you will be facing each other, and around them there is little young youth who they are very beautiful and very sexy. Now I don't see any reason for anyone to he can try to deny that, except that this is disgusting. Let us say I die as a youth, and then my father he went to heaven. Why, if I go to heaven, I will be serving my father? Because that, if you think about it, then my father he have to be serving somebody else too. He will not be sitting there in the couch too. You know what I mean? Here it says that they will be lined in their couches. Okay, so if every son will be serving his father, then nobody will be lying in the couches except Adam. Are you getting my idea, guys? If every son will be serving his father, and he is the one the Quran is speaking about youth, that's mean all of us we will be youth in the heaven, and there's only one man there. His name is Adam. and that will be stupid because the Quran says, speaking about big numbers, all of you, not one person. So if everybody serving his father and he is a youth, because this is about youth, what if I am a father who have no youth? Who will serve me? Nobody. Anyway, but it's a good try. Fuad is trying his best.